Well, if you've ever wondered what it would be like to have a pond or a waterfall in your backyard, well, be watching, because we've got a great segment here today. A waterfall that is more than a waterfall. It is a playground waterfall, isn't it, Mark?
It is, and when we started working with the Nelsons here in Goshen, that's exactly what the client asked for.
A playground water. Have you done anything like this before?
You know, we've done all sorts of different ponds and waterfalls, but I've never had that type of request. And the homeowner just had a family gathering this past Labor Day weekend and got the whole family up there, took a picture, and they have allowed us to share it with the viewers out there.
Wow, you know, I was talking to the homeowner before we went on, and she stressed how important it is, and you know, we can all relate to this, to having our grandkids feel comfortable and welcome here at home. And this was the first weekend, wasn't it, with the waterfall and the grandkids here?
We just completed it the prior weekend. So, and yes, it is a grandkid magnet, and we've got Japanese koi in there. And after a number of years, you actually can train those koi to come up out of the water and eat food out of your hands.
I've even seen koi from Linton's that actually get out of the water, walk around, and do shopping. I mean, you've trained them so well over the years.
We have.
I'm kidding about that
Those
part.
cost extra.
Hey, speaking of magnets, this is not only a magnet for adult kids, for little kids, it's a playground waterfall, but talk about the magnet for birds year-round.
Oh my goodness. So the Nelsons, they're very much into wildlife as I am, and there is nothing besides birds, that attracts birds more than a source of flowing water here. And earlier today, as I came around the corner here, we just saw a swarm of birds here. And the really neat thing is this attracts so many birds during the winter time. You have to stop and think about here in Michiana, when we have those freezing temperatures where sources of water, they freeze over, there's not a lot of opportunities for birds to get water. And so the way this is designed here, and we just have a few Hummers fly by us
I
here.
see them, yes.
But Craig, the way this is designed here, this not only operates 24/7, but it operates year-round. Even in the dead of the wintertime, we've got flowing water here, and with the night lighting and the waterfalls here, the ice formations are incredible.
Well, the birds love what you do. Those koi, even the ones that do the shopping inside Linton's, they love what you do. And I tell you, we haven't even touched on the plantings that you've selected here. These are cool too.
Yeah, well, the goal is always to naturalize our environment here. And so what we did was work with a lot of things just to soften this here and to blend this into its environment. Now, of course, we're blessed with this hillside, and so very easy to get water to run down a hillside. You can see that we've got some boulder terraces here. We just have some of our sedums coming into their glory with those hot pink colored flowers.
See that?
Russian sage has given us a pop of blue. Down here at the base near the patio, our dwarf repeat blooming daylilies, those have been blooming nonstop starting late spring, continue to bloom all throughout the summertime and into the fall.
How about here?
Well, because of the waterfall, I like to use Japanese maples. It signifies or looks similar to like a little miniature weeping willow tree, which of course you find a lot along the bodies of waters around here in Michiana. And what I'd like to do is see these branches kind of trail and cascade over these waterfall stones here.
You've done a remarkable job out here, Mark. I tell you, and the crew had a lot of fun, and the homeowners have really responded to that. There's a relationship going on with your crew.
Absolutely, and this did not turn out exactly as what the original vision was. The homeowner got involved, and she continued to share more with us and what her vision was. And guess what? It didn't get smaller. It got bigger.
Yeah.
And
there you
so
go.
we ended up with this very grand looking pond and waterfall. Craig, we also have some of our dwarf hydrangeas in there, starting to see some fall color. Those start out a creamy ivory white color, and then that pink and burgundy color is fall coloration.
Well, any way you cut it, Mark, it's low maintenance through and through, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And down here around the pond,
Uh-huh.
we've got some of our Coreopsis. I love Coreopsis because there aren't that many perennials that continue to bloom nonstop, spring, summer, and fall. But these display those bright yellow colored flowers throughout all 3 seasons. Got some of our ground cover plants. You're going to see some of our purple sedums over there.
Yep.
And then near the patio, we've got some of our tricolor juga. And those only get to be about 4 or 5 inches in height.
Very good. I like the color there.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, out of the whole entire waterfall, this is kind of one of my favorite things. And follow me.
Okay.
You're actually cute.
All right.
We've got a step in the middle
Sure.
of the waterfall.
Yeah.
You know, the thing with water is it's a magnet, and it draws kids of all ages to the water's edge. And you can't get any closer than standing in the middle of the waterfall there.
No kidding. What a great play area for those kids that you mentioned. Well, Mark, this homeowner is tickled with the work you've done. In fact, they are so tickled that they've asked you to come back later this season, right, to do a gazebo.
Yes, we are doing a addition to the deck, a brand new set of stairs that comes down to this walkout basement, and it's going to be a 3-season room. It started out as a screened-in gazebo, and now it's evolved to having slide-up windows, and we've even got room to have a TV in there.
Fantastic. Talk about year-round fun here, huh?
And you know what? It's going to overlook the pond and waterfall here.
This is so great. And you said, Mark, that it doesn't matter how much you've opened the windows up above, maybe just a little bit of crack or a lot, you're going to hear this as well year-round.
The sound of the falling waters, of course, is incredibly relaxing. And as I walked around the house, I immediately heard that. But they're really blessed with having this ideal location with the deck up above, looking down here. So all their outdoor living areas, they can enjoy this as well.
Neat. Well, if you would like a pond or waterfall at your home, you come to the waterfall experts, won't you? Linton's Enchanted Gardens. And Mark, it's never too late to start that planning process, correct?
Not at all. We do design work all year long.
All right. Well, these are the experts. What more can we say? And this is a beautiful property. Hope you enjoyed the segment. Hope you got some great ideas for your own home. And hope, too, that you go to Linton's for more information or online at lintons.com. Hey, much more coming up on our program. Stay with us. We'll be right back.